Hi everybody, welcome to your December collective tarot reading. So I'm going to be using the Thoth deck, and then I'm going to be using the Druid Craft, which is seems to be a favorite of a lot of people, including me. And then for the summary card, Mermaid Oracle. So let's get started on this December collective reading. All right, this spread is about the Princess of Wands. So I'm going to take a picture. Okay, so this could be of a mother-daughter relationship, or it could be one woman who is evolving into a queen, okay? But we have two different archetypes, so we have some dynamism happening, and then whatever these women or this person has been through, they've been through a lot. So we've been through this. We have the Strength card. The Strength card means somebody's able to realize and understand that they've survived so much. I heard some people associate it with Leo. I don't always associate it with Leo, but there is a lot of wands here. So these two people have been through quite a bit together, okay? A lot of challenges in the past, a lot of things to overcome, some obstacles, but in the overall picture, it's turned out to be in their favor. The Princess of Wands is a little bit rebellious, generally speaking. She's kind of a fire starter. She kind of goes to the beat of her own drum. She doesn't like to listen. She doesn't like directions. Stubborn, among other things. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now in the hidden position, we have completion. So maybe this is a completion of her cycle. She's ending something, So I know it's a 4. So for me, I don't read these Thoth cards in a traditional way, but actually the 4 of Wands it's a good thing, and it's about changing things, like maybe the family changing here, some changes in the family. So I know it's completion, but it's also celebratory. I'm actually going to pull some more cards on this. Now the next woman is a Queen of Wands, or Swords, I should say. She is very impartial, and she is intellectual, and she's not affectionate. So if this is a mom, if this is a mother-daughter duo, this mom is kind of intellectualizes everything. She processes everything through thought, and she's not particularly affectionate, but she understands things, and she able to analyze things on the mental plane, but not necessarily in an affectionate way. So this Princess of Wands would have needed a more warmer, affectionate, nurturing mom. And then this woman is not quite like that. So now if this is the same person, then it's kind of showing that during the month of December, this is probably who she really is, but she kind of dips into this more immature fire starter energy, but this is who she really is. So maybe in December, she's encountered some situations that make her really insecure and feisty almost, and then even more social here. And then later in December or closer into January in 2024, she becomes much more aloof and in control of her feelings and thoughts, and also much more control of her boundaries. Whereas right now she doesn't have a lot of control of the boundaries, unless she becomes extremely bossy, which can happen. So I'm gonna pull some more cards on this 4 of Wands. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a picture of this section here. So this 4 of Wands, which can actually also mean family celebration and just family, getting together with family or partying with family. There's an element of failure, something might have gone wrong, or somebody is in financial dire straits, or something's not working out financially here. I mean, Aleister Crowley gave it this name, failure, but I don't necessarily think it has to mean failure. It could just mean money is in a holding pattern somehow, and something didn't go as it should have, or maybe that's how the Princess of Wands feels, something didn't really go financially as it should have. We have two aces. So these are really great, and they're about new beginnings and discovery. So maybe something was discovered about this Princess of Wands. So it kind of implies that something was hidden, because this is in the hidden position. So She was hiding something and then like it came out about the family knows about it anyways. And then this is a new relationship. So this could be a new relationship with herself, and or yeah, if this or a new relationship, like a new romantic relationship or a new friendship that's really meaningful. Now, if the Princess of Wands and the Queen of Swords are in fact the same person, then this could be like the Princess of Wands has a new relationship with herself, and so it changes her self-concept. So later in the month, she becomes Queen of Swords. In the last card, change is about juggling, change, you know, money, a new business. A lot of times this means like juggling more than one thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the next spread here. Super interesting spread right now with this, the Druid Tarot deck. We have the Two of Pentacles in the center. So like there's a new business starting now. There's juggling happening now. It's not later in next year, but keep in mind that we just got this card. It's the same card, okay? But in this spread, it's happening today. Now this can even mean like a business plan. That's what it can mean. So not a new business, but like the beginning part of the new business. So in the past, there's been a lot of uncontrolled and unregulated emotions. And that's what this is. The Moon card is like the subconscious mind, uncontrolled emotions, kind of like lunacy, you know, the type of lunacy that we think of when you think of the full moon, you know? So not good in terms of like relationships. It's more like about darkness. It's more about hidden things, emotions that are completely unregulated. So if we want to look back at the Princess and the Queen of the last spread, this could be showing a little bit more of their emotional disposition. They had to overcome a lot of emotional issues to be where they are now. And so this is kind of like pointing out that, yeah, pointing out the emotional instability. There is a king here spying on them. That's what this is, because he's in the hidden position. So he is spying. I don't know why. So the kings here, in this case, this King of Air, King of Swords here is the King of Thought. So he is an observer. He is an analyzer. He is somebody that takes in information like a computer and then outputs something else. So basically extremely observant, because he's taking in information, then he's like thinking about it. He is not necessarily action-oriented person. So, you know, a little weird, a little creepy, not gonna lie. But here we have it. We have a man who's watching this craziness ensue between these women, or else the one woman as she evolves over a month of December. Rebirth. This is a really good card. It's in the near future. So this could be at the end of December or like the beginning of January, but whoever this is for, they are becoming a new person, or at least spiritually, they're going through some transformations that are making them anew in a lot of ways. And like I said, this could be at the new year, it could be around Christmas. So, you know, here we do have a baby, and then we do have somebody who's kind of like hearkening in the new year. So this person is seriously going through some major changes. And then we have this creepy King of Swords who is watching. Now in the future, so the near future, this once again could be like in January, we have the Four of Wands again. And the Four of Wands is this card here. Let me get it for you, because I have it here. These are the same card, people. Okay, same card. That's right. This is a card about family celebration. So here it's easier to like see here. There's a bonfire. There might not be people there, but they're gonna celebrate. They already celebrated. They're gonna celebrate. It's a happy time. It's a happy time, even though this particular woman or this mother-daughter duo is kind of going through it. But the reason it's happening is for spiritual expansion. That's what this is, spiritual expansion. All right, so even though this king has shown up here, the reading is not about him because he's in a hidden position. So it means he's hidden. Maybe he's hiding on purpose. Maybe these other women aren't looking at him. I mean, they're obviously too busy dealing with their own lives. And the Two of Pentacles, even here, this has a woman in it. So it kind of implies that this is about this woman. All right, time for a summary card. Okay, so I went over the meaning of this card a little bit, and it does say on it, sacrifice, there are those worth making, there are those that will destroy you. So this has to do with relationships between people, and sometimes we either give things up to allow to gain a certain way of perception by others, or maybe it's giving away too much of yourself to people. Now, this is going to mean different things to the different people who watch this video. And all I can hope is that whoever sees this, it makes sense to them, because there are a lot of different ways to interpret this. Now, it could be seen that maybe the queen, maybe some people think that she sacrificed her daughter, or maybe the daughter sacrificed something to get away from her mom, or else if this is the same person, then maybe this queen sacrificed her like lesser self in order to gain mastery and become a queen. Maybe his perception, this king that is observing from the outside, kind of like a stalker, thinks that this queen sacrificed her daughter, which is not really true. Well, it may or might not be true. The sacrifice card has a lot to do with perception and people's energy on us, how we react to that. But also in the grand scheme of things, the whole entire dynamic of this relationship and the whole process of making sacrifices and moving forward in our process, even, you know, moving forward into this grand rebirth here is a sacred process. Okay, so it's sacred in a lot of ways. You know, obviously, goes without saying, there's a lot of Bible stories about sacrifice, what we want to sacrifice for our happiness, what do we want to sacrifice for our family, etc., or do we feel like we're sacrificing ourselves to make our family happy? So just be careful of what you're sacrificing and to who. And I hope that, you know, I also think that this could be like sacrificing big emotions for the higher and greater good, because there's a lot of water here, and the water is a lot of emotions, just like in this moon card. And even though these emotions were in the far distant past, this unregulated emotion, these emotions have to be sacrificed in order to make relationships with other people work. Because this king and this queen here, they're not emotional people. They're analytical people. They're strategic people. So maybe they feel like when they were children, and maybe they see it in this child here, is they have to sacrifice emotions in order to make their lives work. And so maybe this is like sacrificing emotions, or sacrificing the unregulated part of yourself for better coping skills, and then that helping with the rest of the family celebrations and so on and so forth. Anyways, I hope that this reading made sense to somebody, okay? And I'll be back with another tarot reading before you know it. Bye.